Very good afternoon, ma'am. Myself, Abhishek, welcomes you on a College Dunia platform. What are your roles and responsibilities towards the students?
Okay, so being a faculty in my department, my role is I want my students to be the change makers after the completion of the course. So I facilitate my students to learn the course in such a way so that after the completion of the course, they just do not imbibe a theoretical knowledge, but they have a practical approach towards solving problems in the organization. They should get aware of all the organizational needs, whatever the organization's needs are, and how to plan a proper manpower within the organization. So focusing on my subject, I'm talking about that the students should get themselves aware of the all the emerging trends in HR nowadays. So this is my main focus on my subject basically.
So, how do you try to bring in a practical approach towards subjects and make it industry oriented possible?
Okay, so I believe in learning with errors. So until and unless a student will do any mistake in their course curriculum, they will not learn. So I give them case studies. I want the students to tackle it, to fail in it, and try again. So that by trying again and again, they learn it how to solve it in a better way. Because for me, the voice of each and every student matters, So basically, this is my approach, and I focus more on practical things like real life experiences, giving them examples, case studies, role plays, and this is how I teach my subject.
That's very nice, ma'am. So, what are the best practices offered by the department to the students?
Okay, so if I talk about the modern teaching pedagogy, we do use all the modern equipments like the projectors, the lecture hall, seminar. Then we have guest lectures. So I believe in innovative teaching space. So in this, what students will come along with their problems. They have a brainstorming session on various HR issues, case studies related to HR. So like this, and apart from this, we provide them with projects, we have assignments, and on this basis, the students are being evaluated. We have summer internship programs, and in that summer internship program, there is rigorous testing of the projects are done. And on that basis, students do get aware of their errors, and they tackle with it, and they correct it, and this is how they learn.
That's very nice, ma'am. So, moving to the next question. What has been your vision for this institute? Like when you come to the institute and joined, and how are you pursuing for that vision?
See, when I came to this institute, my vision was quite clear. Like, first of all, I wanted to remove the image of that traditionalist and a square image that a student carries about a teacher, But we teachers are also like humans, like them. So my vision was very quiet, so that I should provide them with an approachable, I should have that approachable attitude so that students can come and approach towards learning that what they want to learn. So my vision was quite clear that I wanted to first of all break that image. And apart from this, my very important motto was to teach the students not only about the bookish thing. They should get themselves yes, correct, about various case studies. They should get about what is the trends that are going in the market. So this is my vision, that students, each and every students get themselves imbibed with all the trendings, emerging trends in HR.
Okay, so can you please enlighten some of the case studies, ma'am, like how they interact with the case studies and how they come up with the ideas?
See, many of the issues that happens, like one of the example that I'd like to quote here, that a Manesar case had happened, where one HR was, brutally killed by the laborers, trade unions. So this is like how I give them the case study. I told them about all the incident that happened in Manesar. Now I told them, now do brainstorming. Now tell me, if you were there in that place of that HR, how would you have reacted and how would you have solved that particular situation? This is how I give them the real life case studies and they solve it.
That's great, ma'am. So how does the college enhance the skills of the faculty for better teaching methods?
The college, first of all, we have a very good guidance of our director sir, that is Dr. A.K. Singh sir. So under his guidance, we get a very good opportunity to grow ourselves. He always inspires us to participate in all the workshops, seminars, and other faculty development programs. So he do that time to time. His guidance is also very important for us to grow. And apart from this, we have an interactive session with various industrialists. They come to us. They guide us that is what is happening in the market and how should we enhance ourselves. How should we enhance the talent of the students as well, how the need of the industry will be needed for the students. They guide us that what curriculums we should imbibe in our course. So this is how we are under the very good leadership of our director sir, and we do participate in various workshops, seminars, conferences. This is how we also enhance our skills.
Okay, that's very nice, ma'am. So what do you see as the college's greatest strengths and how it can be enhanced?
Okay, college greatest strength, if I talk about, there are n number of strengths. But first of all, the environment, you can see it is very peaceful environment where students can learn very nicely. Apart from this, we use various modern teaching methods that you are very quite aware of, that we are using all the modern techniques like projectors. We have a very modern classroom. We have a library. It is 24 into 7. It is open. We have the books available online also. So teacher, if you talk about, they are expert in their areas. We have industry-oriented course curriculum. We revise it all the time with the interaction with the industrialists. So these are our strengths basically. And yes, I would also like to mention about the add-on certificate courses that we are offering to the students. That like looking into the competitive market, that how our student will get job. So we have added these certification courses in our curriculum where students can learn about other, apart from this getting this dual specialization degree, the students will also get 6 add-on certificate courses.
Okay.
So this is a very important point that I would like to focus on it.
So these certificates are only for the students, those who are studying in KIMDS, or other students can also get this kind of
it is in our curriculum. This is for the students of KIMDS.
Okay.
So this is 6 add-on certificate. Like the students will be opting for 2 specializations. So we have 2 certificate pushed from the specialization and 2 from general management. Okay. So we have 6 certification courses.
Okay, that's very nice, ma'am. So what valuable advice would you give to the students for a prosperous career age?
Okay, so if I talk about the valuable advice, so there are a lot of advice that teacher will always give their students, but the most important advice that I would like to give my students, that I got it from my teachers, that first of all, keep your mission and vision of your life clear. Until and unless you have a mission and vision in your life, you won't be able to get it, because if you will not dream, then you will not get it. So the mission and vision should be very clear. Apart from this, keep yourself updated. Go to visit library. You have many professional magazines. You have many books. Go read it, and don't think that teaching is a pressure. Enjoy learning, because learning is something which will give you everything in your life, and there is no shortcut for success. That I got to know, and I'm telling my students that there is no shortcut to success. So just read it. Improve your soft skills also. This is also very important.
That's very great, ma'am. It was nice talking to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.